Let's continue playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. When we last left off, we have some pirates to try and deal with. And it's another breakthrough, so we can have an extra point of movement if we deal with this. Which, given things, is going to be optimistic, because the only thing we could do with it is move into the Chaos Armada. And I'm fairly certain we will need some repairs before we do that. So, yeah. Optimistic. Optimistic, definitely. Can we replace a strike cruiser for a Gothic? Just give us that extra Nova Cannon because we like Nova Cannons. Alright, that'll do. Let's deal with some pirates. Okay, so destroy or route mission. So I think what we might do is just sit back and wait for them to arrive. But we'll see. So the Iron 2 fleets.
Hold course.
And it makes a sort of sense to move towards this cloud
position
and fight here, so this is where we're going to be. Obviously, I have multiple things that we can just throw at them if we need to. Speaking of throwing things at them, let's throw some interceptors. Go to speed 3, and we will wait for the Nova Cannons to inevitably be in position. Okay, which is approaching around now.
We are ready to serve. Give us purpose.
Did I not bring a second Nova Cannon into this? I thought I did. Oh well.
Enemy in sight.
Alright, well our maneuvering has basically been a complete shambles.
Enhance rotational drift. Where shall we strike? Energize vectored thrust.
If you will get in the way of our Nova Cannon spam, that will
ready.
happen. Alright, engage. So let's place that there. We're not aiming for the front ship, we're aiming more for the back ship, but there's always a chance we'll get that.
Where shall we strike? Repositioning.
Stasis bomb's not going to matter.
I am listening.
And we'll set the engagement distance down a bit.
Obliterate that target.
Send in some Thunderhawks.
Show us the enemy.
Alright, stasis bomb deployed. Let's have some Tempest.
Initiate targeting protocols.
And who's got missiles? You have missiles. Fire the missiles.
Give us purpose.
Alright, so we had some damage. We'll repair
Damage
that.
team, begin repairs now!
And here comes some boarding actions.
To where we are needed.
It's a lighter cruiser, so we might want to go for that.
That is impossible.
But let's get some troops on there anyway.
Show us the enemy. Where shall we strike?
Alright, Nova Cannon number 2.
Strike quickly, brothers! Engines engaged.
We also have Honor the Chapter, so let's send some Terminators in.
I am listening.
Alright, one disengaging.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment. Main batteries, fire!
Alright, so we're slowly getting the ships done one by one.
Transition successful. Receiving your order.
And of course, keeping our battleships nearby is going to be important.
Feel our might.
They've immediately gone for a rally move. I just realised that isn't one of ours.
Stand ready.
That being said, now that they no longer have that, we need to honour the chapter to get those points. And if we can, stasis bomb some of their supporting craft that are coming up.
We stand ready.
Alright, you're right in the middle of a bunch of battleships. This will not end well for you.
It will be destroyed. Enemy in sight.
Oh, okay, I see a battleship over there.
I am listening.
Well, let's do whatever we can to try and hurt that at the moment. Oh, that's the idea on the sire rather than
Damage at critical
that.
level.
Oh well. One of our ships is
Feel our
mutinying,
might.
but we'll let them. Oh no, that's one of our
us
scouts.
the
All right, don't worry
enemy.
about that then.
Bulkhead's failing.
Give us purpose.
Well, his purpose is apparently to charge our little
Initiate
ship,
targeting protocols.
which we disagree with.
Show us the enemy.
I think we're going to ignore that
Our brothers
extra
have fallen.
movement point, but we'll see.
To serve the Omnisire.
And
Obliterate
one,
that target.
and Nova Cannon.
Where shall we strike?
Still going for this ship, really. And let's bring in the battle barge.
Targeting protocols. We stand ready.
Throw down the Rad Tempest.
Hold course.
And yeah, I think we do try and go for you here. Since we don't like the fact that you're hiding there.
Main batteries, fire!
On of a chapter.
Redirecting.
Throw some boarding ships. Throw some more boarders.
Disengaging.
Give us purpose.
Okay, that hurt, but we should be alright. So they've called to arms.
We are ready to serve.
Art Mechanicus is about 6 from firing again.
Engage Chrysalis
I
protocols.
think it's going to continue its plan of engaging that. Meanwhile, boarding torpedoes.
State your order.
And Nova Cannon.
Receiving your order.
So I think the ship's matched up well enough at the moment.
I'm listening.
We serve. Acquiring new vector. Setting course.
Throw some melters.
Show us the enemy.
And now we're about to see how well you can engage
Our
with
wrath
them.
cannot be denied.
Auto engagement moves to closer range. As again, we prefer to honour the
Machine
chapter
spirit
here.
appeased. Focusing war sight.
Alright, so they've
Give us
mutinied.
purpose.
Let's
your
regroup
command.
and help deal with this thing.
It will be destroyed.
As our ships are a little all over the place right now.
Receiving your order.
Void shields up.
Castellan Maniple teleport.
Alright, their engines are done.
Initiate Thunderhawk bombardment.
We can't take much more.
Indeed you can't. Our escort's been killed as well.
Enhance rotational drift. Hold course.
More boarding torpedoes.
Enemy in sight.
Your orders? Damage teams, begin repairs now!
Melter bombs.
We stand ready. To serve the Omnisire.
Yeah, not much in this game is beating 4 big
Obliterate
battleships,
that
especially when
target.
you are now massively on fire.
Repositioning.
Alright, they're mutinying. We don't need to worry about that. Let's deploy some interceptors of our own.
Initiate
And let's
targeting
deal with the
protocols.
Lance Strikers.
State your order.
Alright, Retribution class battleship has been dealt with. They are throwing plasma bombs at us again.
That is impossible. To where we are needed. Standard speed engaged.
Alright, let's speed things up. We've only got 2 ships to really
Move
worry
into
about at this
position.
point, so it's just a case of cutting him off.
Underway.
Alright, there we go. Auto engagement on, Rad Tempest up.
Where shall we strike?
Go and take him out.
That is impossible. I am listening.
And the other ship, which is just on its own, not doing a lot.
Teleport attack successful. Successful teleport strike.
Alright, let's rally because we don't want
Show
that
us the
mutiny
enemy.
happening if we can avoid it.
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike.
Mass spawning action happening.
We stand ready.
And I guess reposition, because the only ship we now need to worry about is this one. And I'm fairly certain it's not going to do much by itself.
Legio Cybernetica have boarded the enemy. Engines engaged.
Especially not once we put it under a stasis bomb.
Where shall we strike?
Alright, engagement has happened. Let's put a stasis bomb up where he's about to move.
Feel our might.
And that should be it.
Holy Omnisire, heal thy wounded servant.
Don't need the full force of the Red Tempest here, but it's there nonetheless. Okay, so we lost 1 strike cruiser out of all that, which I think we'd take overall. Oh, and a Firestorm, obviously. 1 wounded as well. But ultimately, for control of a sector, that's not a bad trade. Not a bad trade at all. Although, admittedly, we're 1 away from control of the sector, but we can hopefully deal with that in the next turn or 2, just with what troops we currently have. And obviously, that will further reduce all of the threats, so yeah, that should work out quite nicely for us, really. Means with no Orcs and just the Eldar and the Chaos forces to worry about. Right. So with that, the invasion happening in 2 turns here, we will deal with that as and when it happens. I guess all that is left now is to deal with the Orcs. So let's go fight them. So we have Art Mechanicus. I'm tempted to trade this out for the Battle Barge, but I know we're going to have additional stuff for that. And they have 1 wounded escort, which I'm less happy about taking. Wounded endurance class now. We'll take the Art Mechanicus, and we'll take a Gothic and go for a couple of Nova Cannons, and hope it's the sort of mission where we can defend. Okay, so destroy our routes so we can actually sit back in this cloud and defend. So I think that is what we're going to do.
Your orders?
We have 2 Nova Cannons. But before we do that, we might as well send off Some troops will deal with one of the slower ones at the back of this group. And we'll see.
Engaging.
So we have one designated ship we want to be destroying. No, actually we have 3 Nova Cannons. Well, most of the Orc ships are going to be the small escorts, so...
Enemy sighted.
Let's see. Good news is we can see that to a certain extent.
Enemy sighted.
Alright, nearly there.
Enemy sighted.
Alright, here we go then. Nova Cannon burst.
Enemy sighted.
There. There, I guess. But they haven't moved since the first one. That's not good. Well, that we'll live with.
Starhawks engaging.
Send a few more. So wave 1 has gone well. Now we're going to move forever closer though.
We wait your command.
Okay, Nova Cannon burst number 2.
We serve.
Alright, send a few more of those down. Plasma bomb. The artillery plan is working quite well. I'm sure various orcs would have opinions on it, but you know.
Ship ready.
But the orcs appreciate Dakar. They should be fine with this.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Nothing destroyed. We're actually lancing them quite nicely at this point as well.
Enemy sighted.
Just for additional lols. Send out a wave of torpedoes on the off chance it does something.
We serve.
Alright,
For
engage.
the Emperor. Impossible, Admiral.
Alright, Nova Cannons then. There's 1. There's 2.
Impossible, Admiral.
Skitari assault successful.
Your orders?
Deal with a few of these if we can.
Legio Cybernetica have boarded the enemy.
Lightning strike. Lightning strike you, I guess.
We wait your command.
Haven't found the important one, admittingly.
Engaging.
You've gone through all of their own ships.
wait your
Previous from
command.
the bears. Didn't brace in time.
Skitari assault successful.
Starhawks
Send a couple of
loaded and
fighter
sent.
waves. And we actually
Legio
do have
Cybernetica have boarded the
the
enemy.
ability to Nova Cannon there.
Ship ready.
Alright, Mark. Try and kill
Engaging
this.
target.
Because it is the
Severe
weakest of them.
damage to
Plasma
their
bomb
corrupted machine.
here, because we might have a chance of getting 3 of their escorts in one without having to do
We are
anything.
ready to serve.
That is exactly what happened. Deal with this since it's running away, and we can. We have another Nova Cannon attack. This is the important one as well, so let's actually do some refocusing
Targeting
there.
enemy vessel. Aye, Admiral. Target locked in.
And he is not allowed to escape, so we will have to board him.
Ship ready.
Quick turn.
Lightning strike successful.
Throw some melter torpedoes at him.
We serve.
Throw some more gunboats.
Assault crews report success.
Alright, that should do okay. Plasma bomb. That will throw back to there, actually kill this ship off.
Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike.
Still mostly want to focus on this. He's got 15 crew members. It's not running away.
Teleportarium vectors
One down. They've
calculated.
mutinied.
State your order.
Get some
Engage
repairs,
chrysalis
do some bracing.
protocols.
They've actually mutinied at this point, but we still need to actually kill this.
Castellan manifold teleported. Troop transition successful.
For the Emperor. Starhawks loaded and sent.
Let's go for orc tactics.
Maximum burn.
They didn't appear to like that.
Cruising speed set.
Their morale bar just immediately sunk.
Aye, Admiral.
Objective, however,
Ship
completed.
ready.
Initiate emergency repairs.
Alright, they're in mutiny.
Engaging.
Let's try and deal with this.
Changing course.
Alright, reposition then.
We serve. Engaging target.
Okay, well there's a couple of blips still on the map, so let's send off something to deal with the
Starhawks
rocks.
loaded and sent.
Interceptors engaging.
Regroup our forces a little
Your
bit,
orders?
make sure we got everything more or less ready.
Understood. Setting course.
And
Targeting
that appears to
enemy
be
vessel.
a rock. Actually, no, it's a cruiser that's just been hanging out at the back for no reason.
We wait your command. Impossible, Admiral. Target locked in.
9 auto engage and kill. That is a battleship. And it's a dreadnought.
Aye, Admiral. Fury interceptors in flight. We serve. Engaging.
But 2 larger ships against what we've got is not really going to be enough. Mutinying.
Interceptors engaging.
It's not a command ship, so I don't think we need to worry too much about it as long as we can deal with the other one.
For the Emperor. Underway. Engaging target. Ship ready. Aye, Admiral.
Alright, their mutiny has actually stopped here, so let's
Target
refocus to
locked
you
in.
for the moment. Get you finished off, put you back in the on the sire, or back under the
Impossible,
gaze.
Admiral. We serve.
Interceptors engaging.
Kill Stomper's been killed, and now
Your
it's just
orders?
Dreadnought. All of the boarding teams.
Assault crews report success. We
Make
wait
sure
your
everybody's
command.
happy. Prepare everything we can.
Targeting enemy vessel.
Throw out some more
Lightning
interceptors.
strike successful.
Troop transition successful.
Unfortunately, I don't think this is an orc ship that's going to survive very long.
Aye, Admiral. Lightning strike successful.
I was a little too early with that. Got some hits though. Right, it's now very much on fire.
Aye, Admiral.
And that'll do. Okay, a couple of upgrades. Upgrade for the Art Mechanicus there. And Orc threat reduction in the sector is not too a bad thing, although, I mean, it's one less race to worry about, I guess, rather than anything else. But okay, so in order to take this system, all we need to do is send you lot up to there. Admiral Spire will head to Chinchera to restock, possibly himself a new ship. We shall see. And we will then deal with that. That's the wrong system. Okay, well, I'm going to call that a video here. Next time, we will continue to mop up these 4 sectors, and we're probably going to do the Chinchera mission. Yeah, obviously they're positioned there, so they can go and do that. So yeah, we'll see if we can get the Elder permanently on side, and see how the Inquisitor likes that. I already know he won't, but we'll see. Until then.